Attention, a dimensional shift will occur momentarily.
Game Boy Gallery. That's what we're going to play today. The Game & Watch Gallery series. You might be familiar with that on the Game Boy. They made some on the Game Boy Advance, DS, and stuff. It's just the old Game & Watch games. And in Japan, they were called Game Boy Gallery. But this isn't Game Boy Gallery, the Japanese version. This is a special game that's its own thing. It's sort of Game & Watch Gallery Zero. It was only released in Europe. And I think Australia too. So let's give it a try. Let's see, we got Ball, Vermin, Flagman, Manhole, and Cement Factory. I like playing games. I like games even if they're kind of lame. Lame games are fun. I like fun games. Let's all play some games. Do. Let's start with Ball. Do. Gonna catch 'em all. If you ever played Game Boy Camera, that has a version of Ball built in. Kind of common game on the Game Boy. Got it on the Game Boy Camera, got it on Game & Watch Gallery, got it on Game Boy Gallery. Might be something else, I don't know. Games like this are just too simple for most people. I like them. You know, I like other games too, like games that are more complex, like Ghouls and Ghosts or something, but simple games are nice every now and again. Yeah. I'm juggling balls in the air. Why is the gravity so slow? Am I underwater? I just don't know. Oh. That's what happens when I sing and don't pay attention. Let's try that again. I like games that have Super Game Boy support. You know, Game & Watch games are kind of neat, but if you've ever looked at the prices, yeesh. Yeesh. So expensive. I mean, it's nice to have something like that. It's like a pre-Game Boy handheld game system. But sheesh, they're expensive. Like you gotta sell your kidney or something. Or at least some plasma. And I don't have too much plasma to spare. Gotta use it for the warp coils. Oh, terrible joke, sorry. Who here likes Star Trek? Huh? Warp coils! Captain, I need more plasma for my warp coils! I know, my impressions are awful. But I gotta say something. I mean, what am I gonna do? Just sit here and be quiet? Let you watch me play the game? That'd be lame. Am I underwater or am I in outer space? I don't know why the gravity is so slow. I wish juggling was this easy in real life. I mean, have you ever tried it? Kinda hard. Especially when you have little turtle arms like me. Oh. Shouldn't have been wiggling my controller. Let's give the other games a try. Vermin! I like this one a lot. I actually have a LCD handheld game that's a clone of Vermin, but it's soccer instead of Vermin. So it's a soccer game, but it's exactly the same game. They just stole the original ROM and then changed the graphics. Kinda neat. That's almost a Tiny Toon Adventures theme. Kinda gotta pay attention because you have to move your guy in a way where you can hit everything with a hammer. But since you got two, you gotta watch out. Gotta adjust your position. With a quick bonk, bonk, bonk. That's fun. That's my favorite part of the game. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Do you think I could get 100 points? Yeah, this guy's got huge arms. My arms are tiny. Yeah, that's fun. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Oh, I'm at 100 points. Tiny, they're toony, they're all a little loony. Tiny, toony, loony. Gardening is hard, you gotta watch out for moles. This is why I don't have a garden, cause I can't sit outside and watch for moles all the day long. It's gonna be crazy if I were to do that. Plus I'm in outer space and I don't have grounds to plant in. Although I can put it in a pot, I guess. I think this is one of my favorite Game & Watch games. I mean, there's always Turtle Bridge, because it's got turtles in it, but I think this one's a little more fun. Alright, I got good. Hey, I got good! Amazing! Someone said, get good? Well, I'll show them the video of this and it'll prove that I'm good. Or maybe, I don't know. You know, the gameplay for this is actually kind of like Kaboom? Oh, yeah, if you think about it, this is kind of like Kaboom, but in reverse, I guess. Instead of catching bombs as they fall, gotta hit moles as they come up. Oh! No! Oh, game over. Didn't get 300. Almost did. Maybe I shouldn't have been talking to you. Wait, Flagman? That's the guy that sits out on the street during the summer when they're doing road construction. Yeah, I could do that. That's like a government union job. Flagman! Alright, let's go. Hey, not bad. Hey, that's better than I thought my long-term memory or short-term memory was. Yeesh. Wow, I got it. Yeesh. Oh yeah, I knew that was going to happen. I can't remember that many numbers at a time. I'm always bad at Flagman. I don't like this game too much. It's just Simon, but a little bit more confusing because it's number directions versus just colors. Colors are easier, I think. I mean, for me anyway. By the way, if you noticed, I have a colored light in the background. Does it look nicer? I don't know. I'm just trying it out. Manhole. This is where you go when you visit the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. You open up a manhole, then you jump down into the sewer, and you hang out with Master Splinter and Donatello. Because Donatello's the cool one. If anyone else tells you different, they're wrong. If they say Michelangelo, nah, he's lame. Leonardo, lame. Raphael, lame. It's Donatello! Especially the original one, voiced by Barry Gordon. Yeah! Barry Gordon's awesome. Yeah, Donatello, Donatello, Donatello. Take that, Raphael fans. Gotta keep them from falling in the hole. You know, they should really, pay to fix the streets. I guess maybe it's just cheaper to have a guy blocking the holes all day. I don't know, what kind of country is this? Probably some weird backwards country with not a lot of money, and labor's cheap, so they just hire some guy to fill the holes while people are going. That's a weird economy. Come on, guys, just jump over the hole already. You know, they could probably save some labor costs by just putting down like a log or something. You know, stick a ladder over the hole. I don't know. You know what's even cheaper than paying this guy or putting up a ladder? Putting a road closed sign up. Maybe signs are expensive where this place is. Yeah, I guess if signs were expensive and labor is cheap and ladders were expensive, then yeah, this would make sense. Why not? Yeah, they could probably just knock down a tree or something. Maybe throw some rocks in the hole. I don't know. I mean, it's not my fault. Whoops. Okay, maybe that was. Sorry, dude. I mean, it's your own damn fault. Should have been watching where you're going. Not expect me to solve everyone's problem. I mean, I'm a terrible problem solver. Sitting there with a manhole and trying to keep everyone from killing themselves. I mean, they're kind of dumb. Shouldn't get mad at me, they should get mad at the educational system. Should have taught them to look down when they're walking every now and again. Cement factory. Isn't that a stage on Donkey Kong? Let's make some cement in a factory downtown. What? Seriously, what was that? He started out as a slime? What? Oh, yeesh. Oop. This is one of the harder Game & Watch games in my opinion. Yeah, look at that. He starts as a slime blob, and then turns into a human. Oh, he's a slime guy. Is this how factories work? That's why everything's so expensive. Because the factories are just made of nonsense. We gotta retry that. So he's like a cement slime monster. comes out of the cement mixer to work in the cement factory. There's like some crazy alchemy going on here. Whoops. I slimed him. He's been slimed! Quick, get the Ghostbusters. Let's retry one more time. Here comes the slime blob. Hey, is this guy Mr. Game & Watch? Because if he's Mr. Game & Watch, that means Mr. Game & Watch is a slime monster. This is really cement. Like, Black Slime Factory. Tar Factory. Yeah, this factory's probably got one of those signs. 0 days since last injury. Maybe it's by hour. X hours since last injury. Oh, come on! Yeesh. That's enough for me. Yeah, that's it for me. This one's not as good as the Game & Watch Gallery games. But, let's give it a quick review, okay? Okay, everyone. It's review time! Yeah. So, we have Game Boy Gallery. 5 games in 1! Technically, this is the first of the Game & Watch Gallery series. Game & Watch Gallery 0, sorta. What do I think about it? Let's see. Graphics. I like the graphics. They're very simple. They're not as good as the Game & Watch Gallery series, but they're adequate. I'll just tell you it's a 2. I mean, I would have given it a 3, but there's just not that much to it. They cheaped out a little bit, made it a little too simplified. Sound. Simple, but it's good. Got some nice little tunes. Nothing absolutely great. No, bangers or anything. But I like it. I'll go a little high on it. Say it's a 3. Probably closer to a 2, but it's adequate. Yeah. The sound is adequate. Gameplay. It's a 3. Yeah, they're Game & Watch games. Vermin's awesome. I like Vermin. Bull's pretty good too. The other ones are kind of eh. Flagman's ugh. I never liked Flagman. But Vermin's great, and Bull's pretty good, and nothing too special, but it's good. Yeah. And overall, Game Boy Gallery, definitely worth a try. Is it a 2 or is it a 3? Let's see. Honestly, I'm gonna go with a 2. It's nothing special, but it's interesting. So if you really like the Game & Watch Gallery series, then, this is sort of the genesis of it. Beginnings. The first one to come out. The preview, I suppose. Prototype? I don't know. But definitely worth giving a play once for a few minutes. But, well, maybe it's not. If you already have a Game & Watch Gallery, you already have all these games. But better. And with modern options too. And with battery backup and high score saving, and better Game Boy Color support. Yeah, this one's not even worth it. It's worth it for the interesting factor, but otherwise, it's okay. That's about it. Yeah, it's just okay. It exists, and I just wanted to show you that it exists, because otherwise, you'd probably never know. That's it for today, everybody. See you later. Bye-bye, and, yeah. Tell me if you like my light. I don't know. I kind of like it. But, find some bugs and eat them. That's gonna be my catchphrase. Or maybe not. I don't know. Anyway, later!